What's going on? Dylan Conrad, DC Fitness. Today I'm talking to you tired AF moms who are skipping their workouts. Before I do that, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on. All helps the algorithm. If you're listening to this on Spotify or iTunes, like, subscribe, greatly appreciate it. Look, I am not here to give you a Tom Hanks League of Their Own speech. I'm not here to tell you that you just need to get motivated and just get going and yell at you. I'm not here to tell you that it is okay that you're skipping workouts. What I am here to tell you is that motivation, if you're relying on motivation to get started on something, you're gonna fail. It's not if, and it's not if you're gonna fail, it's when. And I say that coming from a place of love because I've seen it one too many times where moms come into our program. I just need to get motivated. I'm motivated right now, only to see them fall off really, really quickly because they were depending on that motivation instead of habits. And so motivation isn't linear, right? It changes decade to decade, year to year, minute to minute, hour to hour. It's going to change every single second throughout the day. And so relying on something that is not going to be fixed and linear is going to result in your results being not linear. So also think about, are you motivated to watch your kids? Unless you had 8 shots of espresso, the answer is probably no, but you do it because it is just ingrained in you. It's second nature, it's habit. So now we understand habits are gonna be way better than depending on motivation. How do we instill these habits? I'm gonna give you 5 little tips here. That'll be super helpful. I give all my clients to start the program so they can smash their fat loss goals and just see amazing results. So the question is not how do we create habits so much as how do we create habits that we'll actually succeed with? And the number one way we're going to do that is to start the number one way we're going to start that is to start with one habit at a time. When we focus on one variable, one habit, research shows we're going to have a 65% or higher success rate. If we focus on 2 or more things, the percentage of success drops dramatically to 5% or below. So think about what is that one thing that if you focused on that, it's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. It's going to give you the biggest momentum. And I'm going to give you a hint here. It's not training. It's going to be nutrition, right? Nutrition is 80% of your results. Focus on that first. Find the little habit, whether that's meal prepping, whether that's doing a weekly meal prep, whether that is logging your food daily, whatever that habit is that's going to get you into that snowball and start seeing results and get that momentum going, that's the one you want to focus on first. Wait until that becomes second nature, then you stack another habit on top of that. Number 2 is to start backwards. Your goal is to lose 50 pounds. Think of what you actually need to do to get there. How many times do you need to work out a week? How long do those workouts need to be? What type of diet do you need to do? Do you need a calorie deficit? Do you need macros? What do you need to do and what do those actions look like so you can have success? Okay, I'm supposed to hit my macros. How do I get my macros, right? Once you have your macros, then it's, okay, how do I prepare for the week? And basically that becomes meal prep, right? And so that's where you're starting with. So start backwards, reverse engineer your goals, make it really simple for yourself. Number 3 is to define what your non-negotiable actions are. So your non-negotiables are things that you're going to do every day or every week that you cannot negotiate any longer with yourself, whether that's prepping your meals, whether that's logging your food, whether that's getting your weight every single day, whether that's doing some sort of physical activity every day. Figure out what you're not going to let yourself get away with anymore. Write it on a Post-it and stick it on your fridge. Number 4 is create a daily accountability system. There are 2 things that they find in people that get results and keep them for the rest of their lives. 1, they are great planners, and 2, they have daily accountability. So whether that daily accountability is you stepping on the scale, you taking progress pictures, you meal prepping, you logging your food, whatever it is, you checking with a coach, whatever it is, you just want to make sure it's something that you can do every single day to keep yourself accountable for what your goals are. Number 5 is not to fall prey to the 4 Ds. So the 4 Ds are demand, dramatize, down, despair. What I mean by demand is basically if you're creating these really strict, really hard guidelines and you're demanding that you get those right no matter what, and set yourself up for perfection. Perfection doesn't exist. It's something that we have no benchmark. Unless you're a robot, you cannot obtain perfectionism in whatever you do, right? So setting yourself to that standard is never going to work. So when you create your program, it needs to be flexible enough, and you have to create this mental gap between you and that result so you don't have these demands on yourself. Because what happens when you have those demands and you eventually deviate after program, which is going to happen, it's very normal, it's how you learn, and that's who sees the best results, the people that mess up the most. But once you do that, you're basically setting yourself up to dramatize the situation because you put so much pressure and so much demand on yourself, and now you're dramatizing it, and then you're getting down on yourself, and then you're getting into despair, which is like, why am I even doing this in the first place? And then you quit, right? Or you just have this really bad relationship with this nutrition training program. Instead, start very, very small, one habit at a time. Focus, really making it simple. And if you make a goof, notice it as a goof. Don't over dramatize it and just stay the course. You're never, well, I always tell my clients, I'm never gonna be upset with you if you make a mistake. I want you to make mistakes. I'm only gonna be upset with you if you don't communicate and we don't create a strategy that's going to take place the next time that same instance happens, because it is going to happen 99.9% of the time. We just need to create a strategy for that time that we can actually instill and see results with. So that's it. Those are 5 ways you can create really instant habits that are going to be successful. Hope this helps. Love y'all. Have a great rest of your day.